Knuckles fan, what's going on? It's your boy Knuckles, aka Laser and Video Games, Character Lover, back with another episode of Non An Episode. And sorry I sound so depressed right now because I just played some Marvel Rival matches and they weren't good. Hold up. Inhaler. They were good. They were not good. They were not good. Yeah, it was a lot of heartbreaking matches right there. We just got our asses kicked. We just got our asses kicked, and I'm just like still sad from it. I'm still sad. Without further ado, let's talk about Zenshu episode 3 right there. And so yes, Natsuko is pretty much explained that she is part of the 9 warriors right there, which the 9 soldiers, which can you just make that 10? Can you make that 10? I mean, I don't know. But what's interesting is that so in basically in the movie, right, Unio dies. They would just be right now, having a funeral for his services, right? But since he's still alive, they're having their festival. So it's like it's different paths now because it's not like a time paradox, but it's like she's seen this movie many, many times. So I wouldn't say it's a time paradox because it's a movie. It's not like it's actual time, but it's like you're still changing the outcome of you're still changing the future right there in their story right there. So it's like it could be a different ending right there. So it's kind of odd. Like I said, it's not a time paradox, but it's not like it's not following the movie that you saw right there. So kind of fun. It's kind of interesting. But they're the Harvest Festival. Natsuko is dressed up. Everyone's dressed up right there. And honestly, too, you see Unio, throwing jabs and be like, "Oh, you're hardly no. People can recognize you. You don't look like an ugly self right there, or whatever like that." Unio kind of reminds me of Happy. They're both like adorable guys, but like they will do some slick shot. They would do some like what was just some slight jab, not slight, some hard jabs at y'all. Like they would jab at y'all. I feel it's still with Unio. I don't know who's worse. Who's the worst roaster, Unio or Happy? Because they both get to the point like right there. Like that's a good question. Unio or Happy? Who's the better roaster? Because Happy would be talking mad shit on Lucy, and Unio talking mad shit on Natsuko. So I'm like, who is the better roaster? Who is the better roaster? I'm curious to know. Like, who do y'all think? But this is what yeah, Unio and I like the Unio and Natsuko argument right there. Their chemistry is a little bit fun right there. Now, Luke, he's always like, it's like we're part of the 9 war soldiers. Why are we out celebrating right now? Anything can happen right now. So like he's on edge. He's like, I don't want to have fun right now. I'm just like, but Natsuko's having fun, and she's like, can't remember the last time I actually had fun like this. It all makes you realize, I don't miss the real world right now. Like she's having a lot of fun. It's like, dang, do I really want to go back to my world right now? But she does see Madame Bao Bao, and she does ask her like, how does it work right there? And she's like, well, I've seen it many, many times. And she's like, well, in this dark future, what do you see? Obviously, we see, the flashes of like, Luke, losing somebody right there. And Natsuko is not ready to talk about right there. And it's like, when it gets here, I guess we'll discuss it. It's just, it's a touchy subject right now, but, with what she's doing, with what with what happened in the movie, what she's preventing, it might not you that might we might not see that. We might not see it. It might be a different ending right there. So we'll have to wait and see because Mana Balbao said again that'll be a conversation that we'll have for another time right there. So I think probably like later in the season she'll probably tell her what she saw. Maybe that's gonna be a mystery right there. I'm not gonna say we'll never know, but we'll find out eventually. Well, eventually. So we're doing say other Bible. Talk about that. Yes, yes, future. Yeah, yeah. All right, so now we meet Destiny, right? Who was the daughter of the mayor right there. And Natsuko said, and on cue we'll meet Destiny. She's basically at the wrong place at the wrong time. Always inconvenience for everybody right there. But she's hiding from, her proposed whatever husband right there. Hiding from him because, he agreed that if she marries him, she'll help with the orphanage right now. But like Destiny is very gullible. Beautiful girl, but very, very gullible. But you do see her and Luke have this romance chemistry right there. Like it was almost like a love at first fight, or love at first sight, and you do see them, you know, get along, dancing and whatnot. And it's like, oh yeah, oh yeah, boy, oh yeah, man, I see you, I see you, I see you. So yeah, Unio's edging this boy on right now with Destiny, which um, I believe Destiny's the one that's the one that dies in those flashes of Luke. So like Natsuko said, Destiny appears at the wrong place at the wrong time. So there might be a situation where that might come to the play right there. So we got to keep an eye on that, right? So we see our little guy. I forgot his name, but he actually sense a void because today there's supposed to be no voids right there because of what happened, but not to remember is that a void actually takes the skies. And she's like, oh my god, she's like, oh my god, that's not supposed to happen for like another day. Which her preventing so many things, have so many these scenes happen in the movie either happen earlier or later. So like I say, she's kind of flipping like the time, not the time, but she's fixing like she's like mixing up the movie order right there. So yes, so they said they believe her when things are not happening right there, but this is one of the three times where it's like her prediction is like wrong but not wrong. It's like it happened earlier than expected right there. So they have to somehow find out which priest is the I don't know what his name was, a priest or like that, but like which one's the void right there, right? So in order to find out who the void is, Natsuko does this funny little dance. It's like, oh yeah, you can't, you can't outdo this right now, right? And the priest, I don't know what to call this guy. Like, what do we call this guy? What was the guy right there? I don't got his name right there. But anyways, yeah, the priest dude does the dance soon. Which okay, well that's the void right there, that little guy right there. So the guy that's not dancing. So yeah, voids have taken the forms of disguises right there. So gotta be careful for that in the future. Which then again, would they have that in another episode right there? I don't know. But we gotta see about that. But as as they're ready to fight this guy, Luke gets drunk because he had his tie with Destiny. Like you said, Natsuko's like, yep, as always, Destiny at the wrong place, wrong time, right there. So Natsuko does her thing right there, her peg bar, and she draws a little a luchador tiger, which honestly reminds me of King right there. So she had luchador, a wrestler right there. She drew, and it was pretty funny because they were acting like the commentators from a WWE wrestler, like they were being like Michael Cole, Taz, Jada King Lawler, and stuff like that. They were doing their commentary of the fight right there, and it was pretty cool seeing her draw, suplex the void, and then her drawing, die like dives in at the void's mouth right there, and destroys her right there and kills the void right there. And as always, she gets knocked out, wakes up 3 days later, and because that takes the time for you to do her animation right there. But also, forgot to mention this in the earlier is that we see can I remember her name? Mamel. I can't pronounce her name, but we see her that she's basically the F girl that doesn't really show any emotion right there. She basically see her in the alley right there doing something, and then they're asking, "Hey, where were you?" Was it Meow Meow? So yeah, where were you in that fight right there? Because she wasn't there. Excuse me. I forgot what she said, what she did. But she did look a little bit sad, and she looked a little bit guilty. And I just go sees her. She's like, I think something might be up right now. So Well, she has to because she's seen the movie, right? Unless this is a different scenario, right? This is something that doesn't happen to me because, like I said, she's you know, prevent things that happen in the movie right there. Like I said, quote unquote, maybe time paradox right there. But we gotta see. So maybe there might be trade over the goods right there, but we just gotta see though. But Natsuko's very funny. I enjoy her character. Yuya's funny too. He's just like happy. Luke, he's a cool guy. I mean, I think as time goes on, he might loosen up a little bit, but we're gonna see how him and Destiny, interact and how they're loving and how they're loving, like go stronger from right there. So anyway, folks, that's gonna be it for right here. Subscribe if you want to see more of these anime stuff. Like the video, comment the video, share the video, do all the good stuff. And as always, folks, remember what J. Cole said: there is no such thing as a life better than yours. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.